No, don't worry. Stand back. Okay, good, perfect. All right. So we're doing a single-legged deadlift. That's what I wanted to focus on today. And single-legged deadlift is a great exercise for focusing on glute strength and contraction, balance. And then when you can add kettlebells or dumbbells to a hand, it can also really work well with core activation and loading different sides of the body. But a lot of times when people do a single-legged deadlift, they turn it into like a flexibility, where they kind of just keep this leg straight and they kind of just work on balance and flexibility. And that's not this single-legged deadlift. A single-legged deadlift is actually a hip hinge, so you do it correct this time, Dan. So what I want to do is show a progression, because a lot of times when people do a single-legged deadlift, it's supposed to look like this. But what they end up doing is they kind of balance and they keep this leg locked out. So a really good progression to get people comfortable into this is this. So Dan, I want you to bring your feet together and just do the hip hinging motion with your feet together. Go. And up. Good. Drive your hips back, drive your hips back, hips back, hips back, and up. And drive your hips back, drive your hips back, drive your hips back, and up. Good. So we're practicing the hip hinge. Now I want you to hip hinge, raise the leg up, and drive your foot in, so you're going to pull with this hip. Hip hinge, raise the leg up, stand up. Go. Up. Good. All right. Grip the ground. But notice how this hip is really hinging. Go again. This hip is hinging, knee is bent, and up. Good. And again. But now he just went right into it, into the natural progression. Okay, good. So if you notice, the first time we did it, feet were together, hip hinge on both legs, raise it up, stand. Do that a few times, and then you can go into the full motion. But I want to give a couple other cues with this. So Dan, when you're doing it, I'm going to just coach you through it. All right, so do it again. Okay. This glute needs to be completely tight. Go. And contract, contract, contract that glute, and up. So the standing leg needs to be stretched glute, and the leg that's up in the air needs to be contracted glute. Again, contracted glute, contracted glute, contracted glute, up. Good. Now, if you feel a little off balance, sometimes what helps is kind of generating tension in one part of your body. And this is normal. We just learned this move about 5 minutes ago. So the fact that he's a little wobbly is a little normal, but the fact is he's doing really well at hinging at the hips. One other thing I'll do sometimes is we'll also work on contracting a little bit with the fist. So I want you to do a deadlift, and as you're going into it, if you're wobbly, just clench your fist, squeeze your butt cheek, and go through the motion. See if you feel any more stable. Clench. Good. Again. Clench the fists, and up. Nice. One more time. Clench your fist. Up. Good, and relax. So if you notice what happened is he started creating tension in one place, he got able to do the move much better with more stability. It's not that you have to walk around with tension all the time, but it does help a lot of times if you're feeling a little wobbly learning a move. We'll also then eventually add kettlebells to both hands, and then kettlebells to opposite hands, which now is going to strengthen the core cross-sectionally, or strengthen your abdominal and all your hip region cross-sectionally. And that could be in a future video. But this is a really good progression, starting with both legs, raising up and hinging, and then progressing through the rest of them, rather than just telling someone, do a single-legged deadlift, because it usually creates a mess for a lot of people when you just kind of give them the cues to start from scratch. If you have any other further questions, you can reach me, Danny, at evolutiontucson.com, or go to www.evolutiontucson.com.